Hi, good evening. I think this is my slide. I guess it falls on me to kind of explain what the Alumni Association is. My name is Rocco Cetera. I'm a graduate of civil engineering, class of 1999. I'm also the vice president of alumni activities. So welcome to an alumni activity. And basically, my goal tonight is to explain to you this chart. That large chart, the large piece of the pie are the alumni at large. That small slice is where my presentation is going to be. That's how we govern ourselves. Those are your representatives right there. That small slice. The Cooper Union Alumni Association was started in 1936. It was chartered in the state of New York in 1943 about, and its purpose is to build a strong body of support to preserve, protect, and to promote the Cooper Union. The objectives of the Alumni Association are these four objectives. Very simple: service to alumni, service to school, financial support of the school, and recognition. Service to the alumni is pretty much creating events, programs, and services to not only foster the career, but also foster a community within the alumni body, that 12,000, that large pie that you saw, piece of the pie that you saw before. Service to the school is to bring the alumni to come back, to help the school and support their mission, and use their skills, as Ben put so very well earlier, to help the school further its mission. The financial support of the school, which Nick is going to talk about later, is pretty much one of the large pieces, which is the annual fund and financial support as well. Also other kinds of things, but I'll get into that a little bit later. And of course, recognition, which is probably one of the things many alumni are most familiar with, which are awards that we give, and spend a lot of time really trying to highlight the great works that our alumni do. The principles, which comes from the Constitution, is that the association shall be a charitable, educational, social organization, and that it be organized and operated exclusively for the purpose of promoting the Cooper Union. Just really straightforward stuff. Now, as Professor Buckley was talking about shared governance, we have this memorandum of agreement that was signed in 1974, which centers around a time of financial distress, and I think other presenters will be talking about it. But for this presentation, it's relevant because it creates a structure of governance that kind of defines how we operate ourselves as an alumni association. This was the last time, this is a copy of the last time it was signed, and this is the document that we have. It was signed by Marilyn Hoffman when she was president in the year 2000 with John J. Islin, and the chairman of the board of trustees, which is, I think, Robert Bernard. Okay, what is the memorandum of agreement? The memorandum of agreement defines an alumnus as all former matriculated students. So as long as you completed 1 year, you're considered an alumnus. You could correct me if I'm wrong, someone might be, that's how I understand it.
In good standing.
In good standing, okay. And then as a result of this memorandum agreement, the Board of Trustees, 4 seats elected for a 4-year term are elected by the alumni body. And at the current 2000, the president of the Alumni Association sits on the Board of Trustees as a non-voting member. This describes how the Cooper Union Alumni Association is arranged, and then the annual fund, which Nick will get into, as of course alumni activities, which we're all involved in right now. So this is the Board of Trustees, currently as they are right now. You have the alumni at the top and the non-alumni. This, I think it's like 12 non-alumni and 1 Peter Cooper descendant. There are 5 graduates of engineering and a vice chair from the School of Architecture and a School of Art. I think I might have them switched, but that's how They have a little sash, that's how you see them. Now, the memorandum of agreement gave us 4 seats that rotate of alumni trustees. That one showed, the one that's, I guess he's transparent if you can see him or her, it is the current seat that's coming up for election right now. And this is the 2000, I guess, agreement, which shows the president, which has asterisks on him. He sits at the table, but he doesn't have a vote currently. Now, this is how the Alumni Council operates. There's the executive committee that oversees the affairs of the Cooper Union Alumni Association, established by and policies established by the Alumni Council. The Alumni Council oversees all these things, and I'll get to the arrangement. These are all your representatives, pretty much. You have the executive officers on the upper left, your alumni trustees, one vacant, or it's going to come into vacancy. Already? The clock? Okay, these are your class reps, which is something that we use. They're not elected. Well, they may be elected, but they're chosen for each one of the years. So those are your class reps from 207 class reps from 1941 to 2010. They're your direct conduit, or they should be your conduit, to the Alumni Council. This is the Office of Alumni Affairs. The Office of Alumni Affairs, which came about from the Memorandum of Agreement, provide the professional, creative, and administrative support and input necessary for the operation of the association and its social education and fundraising programs. The office will maintain all records and shall be the repository of all documents of the association. I'm reading it because it's just, that's their role, and it's kind of interesting to see where they fit into the school's organization. This is before the Memorandum of Agreement. This is 1969 to 79 with President White. That's when the first memorandum was signed in that period. And my interpretation, it kind of came out with this. I spent a lot of time with Marilyn Hoffner. She corrected me a few times. She was the first director of alumni relations and development. That's what she says. She was an alumnus, and she had around a staff of 8, and she performed all these tasks in her department. She spoke directly or reported directly to President Jay Island. Around 2000, when Jay Island is retiring, the CUA re-signs the Memorandum of Agreement. We had President Campbell. You see, alumni relations is a little bit over some more, but it's under the Vice President of External Affairs. Now we're here. This is still a work in progress. It's still up for interpretation. Here we are, alumni relations in the 3rd column. And where we would interact would be down all the way on the other side, so you have these steps to get to the president. So basically, to sum up, these are your representatives right now. You have your Council 12, Council 13, Council 14, and we have actually a slate coming up. I think the nomination committee met today, and I guess I'm asking everyone to vote, because basically this is what's at stake, and this is how alumni can actually enact the change that they want to see in the school. Thank you.